In its continued efforts to promote more participation of Nigerian youth in governance issues, the National Orientation Agency this Thursday in Abuja organized a summit to address common challenges facing the youth. Top on the agenda was the need for youth to have zero tolerance for social vices such as thuggery, cybercrime, courtesan, drug abuse, sexual and gender-based violence. In his opening remarks, the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Dr. Garba Abare, notes that the aim of the summit is to extract the myriad of vices in tertiary institutions in the country and proffer possible solutions. This, he argues, has become imperative to refocus the youth towards participation in productive national ventures.
This youth summit is another significant milestone in our deliberate efforts to provide an effective communication platform. At the National Orientation Agency level, we strongly believe that once the creative energy of the youth are positively harnessed and channeled, there is no limit to what we can accomplish as a nation. The engagement with the youth on campuses have taken the National Orientation Agency to over 50 higher institutions across the country and is still counting. Our messaging at youth engagements on campuses emphasize the following: enlightenment on various social investment programs designed for their empowerment and how to key into such programs.
The worry, however, is how the youth could be motivated to participate fully in developmental affairs with a view to finding lasting solutions to problems common to them. Some Nigerian youth leaders, including Cynthia Mbamalu of Yaga Africa, Kingsley Atang of Youth Alive Foundation, and Ali Bob Shiwon, shared their thoughts on the way forward.
Young people should not be reduced to essays and PAs. We have a lot more to offer than that. If you look at recent movements of recent times, they've been very well coordinated. You look at the Not Too Young to Run movement, you look at the NSAS movement. These movements were global movements that were well coordinated by young people. So the argument of competency is not there. So I don't know the argument that leads to the exclusion. But moving forward, the government should put up a specific and strategic action plan with efficient monitoring and evaluation indicators that enable us to have all hands on deck to achieve our aim of national development.
They need to be able to make sure that they get young people involved. It's not only when there's a problem or when we have the issue around NSAS and then we are all exposed with the fact that young people have really been excluded or their voice has been shrinked. There should be an active, intentional effort for different agencies of government to get youth stakeholders involved.
Democracy is about participation at all levels. And this means that young people play a major role in holding the government to account. First, we need to become aware and conscious. You cannot engage if you do not know the laws, if you don't know what the budget is at the federal, states, and local level. You cannot engage if you do not know who to engage. So first, awareness and consciousness. This will require young people to empower themselves with information, at all levels. We need to know our rights, we need to understand the law, we need to understand the budgeting process.
For the participants, the summit was another opportunity for bridging the gap between the government and the citizens, particularly the younger generation. The NOA is hopeful that resolutions reached at the summit will help address the challenges affecting the effective participation of Nigerian youth in the handling of critical national issues.